Hello YouTube, North Tower 1 here. Just thought I'd do a post-Port Authority open house video here on Sunday. It has officially been a week since I went to the open house on North End of New York. Today I'd like to discuss my podcast from the Port Authority at my house, technically. I'd like to discuss today about what all took place. So last Monday, if you're aware on my live stream, that there was a open house vlog that was taped here for YouTube for all viewers. It was at the new Port Authority facility on the north end of Newark. Well, today I'd like to share my experience with the open house in brief terms. So here we go. Was it a waste of time? Yes, it was, because it was only for the North End of Newark residents that live at the Hillview Circle apartment complex on the North End of Newark, and it also was for business people, like people that want to join and make a business. Yes, it was for schools, possibly. It's not being sold or torn down at all. The Port Authority bought the property off of Chesround and put it into service as a school, which is STEM Flex, which STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. That's what it was used for. Secondly, it was indeed kind of a waste, even though I got to meet the Port Authority president for the second time in my whole entire life. Still, it was a waste going up there. Now, the reason why it was a waste going up there was because it was not what I thought it was going to be. Excuse me. It was basically an open house for the North End of New York. Anyone that lives at the Hillview Circle apartments on the North End or the condos. Now, granted, it was next to the Mount Vernon sub on the Ohio Central Railroad. No railroad employees were there when I was there. I arrived there at 7 o'clock last Monday morning. Driving up there was treacherous because my eyes were still tired. But the drive was approximately 13 minutes long. Now, I'm going to just advise you guys that was the only time you could go up and be in that building unless you are a student of CTech, which is the technical college here in Licking County, or someone that goes to COTC, Central Ohio Technical College, or OSU and Newark. No teachers were there at the time I was there, and I got granted early access. I arrived, like I said, at 7 o'clock that morning and sat out in the parking lot. There was nobody there when I arrived. But, granted, the Port Authority president arrived shortly after I was there. He arrived at 7:30, 8 o'clock that morning, last Monday. Now, for those who are wondering, yes, there was indeed an open house for the Port Authority, and yes, it did kind of open my eyes more. Now, for those who are wondering, the Newark Heath Airport which is now the Licking County Regional Airport, and the Heath New York Licking County Port Authority are two separate entities. I've learned. They have nothing to do with each other, even though customers of the Port Authority use the airport. Thirdly, I got to meet the head of security at the Port Authority. I'm not naming names. but he seemed very nice, very cordial, and very understanding that I thought the Ohio Central and police were going to be up there. No one from GNW corporate office was there. And it was about a couple minutes long tour. I could not film in there because I did not have written permission. Now, for those who are wondering, the tour was not a waste. It was just a curiosity moment. So refer to my vlog, the early morning Port Authority vlog of last Monday morning at 7. They are taking applications right now for people that could possibly buy or rent the building with tax abatements. This should help improve the North End and build a better technical school than what CTEC has already. So this is just a brief podcast stating that yes, I went up to the Port Authority open house there on the North End of Newark, and don't forget to hit like, subscribe for my content, and pre-warning, that was the only time you go into the building without getting arrested or without getting in trouble. This is New York Tower 1, out.